readers, do you remember what a suffix is? Well, we know that a prefix is a word part added to the beginning or front of a word to change the word and its meaning. And the last time we were together, we learned that a suffix is also a word part, but it's added to the end of a word to change the word and its meaning. Our goal today is to read and understand words with the suffix SOME. We add the suffix SOME to the end of a noun, a person, place, or thing. And when we do that, it changes the noun to an adjective, a describing word. When we read SOME as a suffix, we pronounce it some. And we know that it means full of or very, just like the OUS suffix that we read together last time. Let's get started reading some words with the SOME suffix, and let's see if we can understand what these words mean. Read with me. Adventuresome. Adventuresome. This word is adventuresome. You may have noticed by the way we broke up this word by reading each syllable that we can read the suffix as its own chunk. When we do this, it helps us read the word and understand what it means. Do you see the base word here? The base word is adventure, which is a journey or experience that is exciting and sometimes a little dangerous. So that thing, the adventure, when we add some to the end, it becomes an adjective and it describes something that is full of adventure. When I think of adventuresome, I think of the adventure of mountain climbing. Mountain climbing sounds like an adventure to me. So the word adventuresome could describe a mountain climber who goes to climb those mountains. Let's try the next word. Bothersome. Bothersome. This word is bothersome. Did you see how we again chunked this word by looping each syllable to read the word? And when we did that, we were able to read SOME as its own chunk. That way, we can read the word more easily and understand what it means. Bothersome. Do you see the base word here? I do. The base word is bother, which is a thing that's a little bit annoying or hard to do. So bothersome describes something that is annoying or hard to do. When I think of the word bothersome, I think of how long it takes me to tie my shoelaces when all I want to do is go outside quickly to do something that will only take me a few seconds. Oh, I don't like having to tie my shoelaces. Do you know what is not bothersome? Shoes with Velcro. This is not bothersome. Ugh, I wish these were my size. Let's move on to our next word. Fearsome. Fearsome. This word is fearsome. Fear is that feeling that you get when you're scared of something. So, fearsome describes something that makes you feel full of fear. Well, fearsome. When I think about playing with a teddy bear, for example, I've never felt fear when I play with a teddy bear, but the fearsome growl of a grizzly bear would definitely scare me. How about you? We have done an amazing job reading these words with the suffix SOME. All right, readers, we have practiced using our loop and swoop skills to read words with suffixes. Now we are going to practice writing words with suffixes. For this activity, you're going to need two things: something to write with, like a pencil or a marker, and something to write on. Any piece of paper will work, even if there's writing on one side. It's time to get your materials. Ready, set, go. Our first word is lonesome. Repeat that after me. Lonesome. When I say that word, I hear two parts. Lone, some. The base word lone and the suffix some. Let's start by writing lone together. Make sure you're using your paper and your pencil. Lone. I hear three sounds in lone. 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 Now that I look at that part, I'm thinking that I'm missing something. Because if I were to read this in a book, I would say lawn. But I was trying to write the part lone. What could I add to change this sound from ah to o? I know, the silent E. When I add that silent E, it makes the O say the long vowel sound, lone. That makes more sense. Now we're going to write the second part, the suffix some. We know how to spell that because we've been learning about that together. Some. Also with the silent E at the end. When we put these two parts together, we have lonesome. Great work. Let's try with another word that also has a suffix. Repeat this word after me. Density. Density. When I say density, I hear two parts. I hear the base word dense and then the suffix ity. Let's see if we can write that down on our paper. Dense-ity. Let's start with the part dense. Let's stretch this out to write the dense. 4 sounds in dense. Dense. Is that what you wrote on your paper? Let's look at it. You know, this reminds me of what just happened with the word lonesome. When I read this, I read dens, like the dens that animals live in. But I want it to say dense. Do you think there's a letter we can add to change this from dens to dense? It's the silent E again. I add that silent E, and now I have the base word dense. Density. I need the I-T-Y suffix, which is a suffix we've learned about too. Density. Density. I'm looking at that word and it's looking very strange. And I'm wondering why. Well, I know sometimes when I have a base word and I add a suffix to the end, if there's a silent E, we have to get rid of it. Like with the ing suffix, sometimes we drop the E before we add ing. I bet it's the same with the ity suffix. Let me write that again, and you can write it on your paper too. Density. That looks like a word that I know. Density. Dense-ity. Great job. One more word. Humidity. Repeat after me. Humidity. When I say humidity, I hear one base word and one suffix. And the base word has 2 parts, so there are 3 parts in all. Humidity. Let's write that down. Humidity. Let's start with the part hue. Hue. 2 sounds that I hear in that part. Humid. Id. There's the base word, humid. Humid. That looks right to me. I don't think we need to add any more letters to that. So now we just need our suffix, ity. This actually is more than one syllable, but let's write it as one chunk so that we're thinking about that suffix. Ity. Just like we wrote up here above, humidity. When we add humid and ity, we have the word humidity. Readers, you have done an amazing job today working with suffixes. We have learned about the S-O-M-E suffix, and we've even practiced reading and spelling words with suffixes. As you read on your own, be on the lookout for suffixes that you are able to read and practice writing words with suffixes in your own writing.
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by, and by viewers like you. Thank you.